Namaste everyone. In today's video, we are going to deal with the concept of Shatkriyas. Shatkriyas are basically designed to make human body both healthy and strong. So Shatkriya is a part of Hatha Yoga. So Hatha Yoga mainly deals with this Shatkriyas. So what is this Shat? Shat refers to 6. And what is Kriya? Kriya is nothing but the method or a technique which we follow to do this. So Shatkriyas are regarded as the preliminary steps towards advanced practice of pranayama, asana or meditation. So if we have to practice the advanced level of yoga, it is very much necessary for us to do all these Shatkriyas. What are these Shatkriyas? As I said, Shat means 6, Kriya means technique. Where should we follow this technique? So these are the 6 techniques which we have to follow to keep our internal body clean. So, ancient rishis identified the significance of healthy body for each and every activity, whether spiritual or worldly activity. The main aim of Hatha Yoga is to make both mind and body fit for everything. This Hatha Yoga comes from Raja Yoga. As we know, we have already discussed it in the parts of yoga classes. So the main aim of Hatha Yoga is to make both body and mind fit for the higher practices which comes under Raja Yoga. So what are these 6 techniques? What are these Shatkriyas? Shatkriyas are the techniques which we have to follow to make our body strong and clean, improve our concentration, eliminate the toxins, and help in making our body free from disease. It is for also, it can improve the movement of the prana into our organs and the pranic meridians or nadis. There are 6 techniques to do this. So what are these 6 techniques? Kapalabhati, Trataka, Neti, Dauti, Nauli and Basti. Now let's learn all these one by one in detail. Kapalabhati. What is Kapalabhati? Kapala means frontal brain. Bhati is cleansing. It involves in forceful rapid exhalation. In Kapalabhati, we reverse the natural breathing pattern in which the inhalation is active and exhalation is passive. Many consider this Kapalabhati under the pranayama, but it is not the pranayama. It is one of the Shatkriyas. According to Hatha Yoga texts, Kapalabhati is regarded as one of the most powerful process of cleansing, where the air is expelled forcefully from lungs by taking out the stagnant carbon dioxide which is accumulated in lower part of the lungs. The exhalation is very forceful in Kapalabhati, whereas inhalation is very much passive. Thus, this procedure is repeated few rounds. Kapalabhati is one of the healing practices for several diseases. Kapalabhati is said to be the effective technique for reducing weight also, because it results in raising the BMR rate in the body. What is this BMR? Basal metabolic rate in our body. Though Kapalabhati is considered as the Kriya, it involves breathing techniques also. So this should be practiced before doing pranayama to clear your lungs. And please be sure that if you are yet the beginners and if you are not very well versed in the Shatkriyas, please never practice this seeing some videos or looking at someone. You need the perfect teacher or yoga instructor to get this practices done. Shatkriyas are the internal cleansing techniques and not the basic asanas to be practiced looking at some videos. So please be careful. So next after Kapalabhati comes Trataka. It is steady gazing on any object. Trataka is the steady gazing on any object. There are 2 basic types of Trataka. that is Bahiranga Trataka or external Trataka, and the next one is Antar Trataka or internal Trataka. For the first type, that is Bahiranga Trataka, an object or image which has a form is selected. One can practice this Trataka making use of an object like gazing at a candle or a lamp, where one's consciousness merges with it while gazing at it continuously. For Antartrataka, the eyes are closed and the imaginative power of the mind is awakened. An image is fixed in the inner space of the mind, and Trataka is performed on it. For this, an internal or mental symbol can be chosen. A yantra or a geometric diagram, sun, moon, or your Ishta Devata, or your Guru, something. You have to keep it fixed and you have to concentrate only on that, closing your eyes. The practice of Trataka eradicates the mental disturbance and develops the memory power, concentration. The Bahiranga Trataka also improves your eyesight. So, Trataka is very helpful for concentration, eyesight improvement, and also to improve the memory power. Next comes Neti. Neti is done to clean the nostrils. There are basically two types of neti followed. One is Jalaneti and other is Sotraneti in common. Jalaneti is the procedure of cleaning the nasal passage by taking a small pot of lukewarm water with little salt in it. And this pot is called as Neti pot. It will have a long spout at one side and it will be filled with water. So here you pour water from one nostril and you just leave the water out of your other nostril. The person who is practicing it has to bend his head towards one side. Like if you are pouring the water into your left nostril, the person who is practicing this bends his head towards his right side and allows the water from the left nostril to enter into the cavity of the right nostril, and slowly the water comes out of the right nostril. Again, the pot is filled with saline water, and this procedure is repeated from the right nostril. So the water flows out of the left nostril. This procedure cleans the sinus cavities of the nose. It is very much helpful in relieving sinusitis, allergies, migraine, mild headaches, and other breathing related disorders. With the help of rubber cathedral, this can be done, and that is called as Sutra Neti. Neti can also be performed in this way also. So it is done through the catheter. So you have to put your catheter in one of the nostril and you pull that from your throat and not from the other nostril. So you repeat this once from right and once from left. So you have to pull the catheter with your hands putting inside your throat and you have to pull it out. So the nostril passage is cleaned by using a gentle motion of to and fro. You have to just pull up and down the catheter, and the same is repeated with the other nostril also. Both the methods of this neti have very good effect. So it is very much helpful in relieving rhinitis, allergies, and other breathing issues. Neti Kriya is performed once in 15 to 20 days to have a better result. Next comes Dhauti Kriya. In Dhauti, we have a few types in this also. One is Vamana Dhauti, next Danda Dhauti, Vastra Dhauti. These are very much popular in Dhauti Kriya. It is practiced in early morning on an empty stomach. By the way, all these are practiced on an empty stomach. Kriya should be practiced on an empty stomach to make it more effective. So you can't do this with stomach full. You have to clean your stomach completely and then only you can practice all this. This dhoti is a technique of eliminated the undigested food particles which are left over from last day's meal in your digestive tract, whichever is sticking towards the food pipe, digestive tract in the food pipe. You will just remove that from dhoti. What is this dhoti? Removal of undigested food from the abdomen. So this can be done in three ways: Vamana dhoti, Danda dhoti, Vastra dhoti. In Vamana dhoti, what you do, you fill the pot with 1 to 1.5 liters of saline water. How do you prepare saline water? Just heat the water, make it lukewarm, add a little salt to that. Um, for 1.5 liter, you can add 1 tablespoon of salt approximately. So you have to vomit all these 1.5 liter water. So if you can't normally vomit, just put your finger and you have to vomit. The vomit reflux is made by stimulating the tongue root, which throws the salt water with the impurities out of the stomach. This is continued until the whole water is removed from the stomach. So what is Danda dhoti? Danda is a hollow rubber tube of about 14 inches. It is used for the Danda dhoti. After consuming 1.5 liters of saline water, this rubber tube is slowly inserted from your mouth till it enters the stomach. From the stomach, whatever the water you have drunk is thrown out. That is, whatever the water you have drunk already, you have to remove it back through this rubber pipe, the rubber tube, the 14-inch rubber tube which you have inserted till your stomach. Then when the practitioner bends slightly forward, the water comes out from this rubber tube as if the tap is opened. Thereby it cleanses the stomach completely. Next comes Vastra dhoti. For this, Vastra means cloth. A cotton cloth of around 20 to 22 feet is firstly dipped into the saline water, then it is swallowed slowly and carefully without making swells in that. So you have to keep it straight and you have to swallow it straight. After that, it is pulled out. In this manner, it cleans the linings of both the food pipe and the stomach. And you have to remove this cloth, whichever you have swallowed, within 15 to 20 minutes, otherwise the digestion will start. So this is not to be done individually without the advice of your guru. Next comes Navli Kriya. It is regarded as one of the most difficult kriyas in practice. The practice of Navli Kriya is nothing but churning the abdominal muscles by taking the bulk abdominal muscles and squeezing it. Like for example, you put something into the mixie without cutting it completely and you are just swelling it. So how the movement of mixie or the grinder happens, you are swirling your abdominal muscles in that pattern. So it is the rotation of the muscles both clockwise and anti-clockwise. This helps to remove the digestive disorders along with toning up of the entire organs in the abdomen. This practice may take for a few while to learn. It is not that easy that you can learn it in 1 or 2 months. It may take up till 1 year or 1.5 years to learn this procedure. This includes isolating the abdominal muscles, which is also known as the rectus abdominis muscle, which is done on the both side of the abdomen. And we have many step-by-step procedure for this. Initially, we have to do Agnisara, just movement of the abdomen, frontward and backward. And after that, you have to do the bandhas, Jalandhara bandha, Uddiyana bandha, Moola bandha, and Mahabandha. After you learn all these, then you have to start doing Navli. Firstly, you can practice Madhyama Navli. After Madhyama Navli, then you can go to Vamana and Dakshina Navli, that is left and right. So initially you can just practice with Madhyama Navli. So now after all these Vamana, Dakshina and Madhyama Navli practice, then you can go to Navli Chalana. You can rotate the abdominal muscles clockwise as well as anti-clockwise. So that is regarded as Nauli Chalana. This is regarded as the one of the important and very difficult technique uh, to practice and to learn. It takes more time compared to other practices. So next comes Basti. Basti basically signifies the cleansing of bowel, that is intestines. Nowadays, this corresponds to enema, what we call it as enema in English terms. So this is normally practiced. So earlier it was called as Basti, and in yoga we now also call it as Basti, but usually in medical terms they call it as enema. While practicing it, usually water is drawn in from the anus into the colon by contracting with abdominal muscles. In this process, the water enters into the anal passage and cleanses it. The practice of Basti cures many disorders. Hence, it is very much useful in the field of medical science nowadays. Now we learnt about the Shatkriyas or Shatkarmas, and let's know the benefits. The general benefits of Shatkarmas are they are very important and very good to overcome a lot of disease. The practice of Shatkarma creates harmony to the body and mind. The different system of the body is purified by the Shatkarma practice, so the energy can flow through the body freely. It is also very good for general health. This increases one's capacity to think, to digest, to taste, to feel, experience, or to work. So, coming to the individual advantages or benefits, Kapalabhati is very much useful to clean the lungs, and the sweat glands are free from waste and impurities. Uh, Next comes Trataka. Trataka is very useful for eyesight problems. It also increases concentration. Next comes Netikriya. Netikriya destroys all the disease of the cervical and scapular regions. Next is Dautikriya. It is very much useful to cure cough, asthma, and enlargement of the spleen. It is very much helpful in all these diseases. Next comes Naulikriya. Naulikriya helps in the removal of dyspepsia. It increases the appetite. It helps for the digestion. And later, it's Basti. Basti is helpful for many disorders, abdominal disorders. If you have like colic, enlarged spleen, or dropsy, all these kinds. As I said, Basti is also regarded as anema. Hence, it is useful for many diseases. So these are the benefits of Shatkriyas or Shatkarmas. Thank you.